new ideas are developed and fostered. I would characterize academic excellence as that sense of adventure in the life of the mind that distinguishes all Golden Key members. And I hope all of you in Golden Key have come to know the role of those who pursue academic excellence as the role of the intellectual thrill seeker, daring to go where no one has ever been. Helen Keller once said that, quote, life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. There is a necessity in academics for taking risks. The author Frederick B. Wilcox said that, quote, progress always involves risk. You can't steal second base and keep your feet on first. But what does this have to do with the year 2061? Well, there are three aspects of academics, I believe, that will not change, indeed have not changed since the time of the ancient Greeks. The first is the sense of scholarship as the understanding or development of that which is new. Possessing all the knowledge in the world does not make us scholars. Using that knowledge to develop new knowledge does. And this is what I hope the Golden Key inductees of 2061 will understand. That information is not truth, and that it is a search for truth that is the realm of the academician. The second aspect of academics, which you all know, is that it is hard work. Teddy Roosevelt once said that, quote, far and away the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. One of the pillars of Golden Key is that it was, quote, formed to recognize individuals that excel in their undergraduate and graduate pursuits and believes that hard work should be acknowledged. Nothing of value comes without hard work. The tagline for Golden Key is, in fact, unlock your potential. The Golden Key, as it were here, to that lock is the hard work that you put into your scholarship. The third aspect of the Academy that will not change, I believe, is the community nature of scholarship. When we discover something new, unless it is shared, it has no use. We are social creatures, and since the time of Plato, it is the social nature of scholarship that gives us the incentive to move new knowledge into the public sector, where it has the potential to become true wisdom and to allow the next generation to move forward. So I believe that the community and discovery aspects of scholarship will be the legacy you will pass on to the Golden Key members of the future. Now let's talk about leadership. By 2061, we will absolutely be one world. The notion of global economy will include global discussion of ethics, morality, and leadership as well. Now, I do not believe that we will be united by one global electronic-based leader, but the world will be smaller in every aspect relative to today. How does an organization noted for its leadership lead in a world that may or may not include physical brick-and-mortar universities, but will certainly include everyone? It seems to me that the common characteristic of Golden Key leaders in 2061 should include respect for oneself and for others. Respect is, in fact, one of the fundamental values of Golden Key. We must have respect for ourselves and for our potential. Respect for others comes from accepting, for ourselves rather, comes from accepting who we are without the need for external validation. Respect for others means understanding the characteristics and needs of others and accepting them not only for who they are, but for who they can become. You've already heard one quote about becoming your best self. Goethe, the German philosopher and poet, once intoned that, quote, if you treat an individual as he will stay as he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. This aspect of respect, of treating people as their best selves, is the height of true leadership. The term leadership, in fact, comes from the Greek archigos, which literally means guide or chief. And it's a sense of guiding as leadership means, above all, having respect for where those we are leading are trying to go. A strong leader facilitates this sense of movement. We will need respectful leaders in 2061 as much, if not more, than we need them now, as we grow into a world of ever-increasing complexity, and Golden Key members will certainly fill that role. The last and most important role in my mind for the Golden Key inductees at Texas Tech in the year 2061 will be the role of service. The word service is derived from the Greek prostasia, and it literally means to wait on, or to be at anyone's service, or to minister. One of the surest ways to a happy life is to be of service, to dare to interact with others, to establish relationship. To paraphrase Francis Bacon, it is not what we gain, but what we give that measures the worth of a life that we live. And Albert Einstein once said, only a life lived for others is a life lived worthwhile. This is one of the characteristics that epitomizes a member of Golden Key, his or her willingness to serve. But what of service in 2061? Will service include fixing someone's neural interface so that they can continue on in the global electronic stream? Will it mean comforting the child whose mother's left him or her on the street in search of the latest designer drug? Will it mean building new houses for people who can't afford shelter? Will it mean sitting with older folks in my generation and some of your generations 50 years from now in their last days of life? Yes, it will mean all of this and much more. Those who need service will always be with us. The class of 2061 must be willing to display an adaptiveness to change as a consequence of interaction and relationship with others and participation in life as never before. I expect, however, that the class of 2061 will be able to stand on the broad shoulders of the ones who have come before them to see even greater heights. The spirit of service was present in the first Golden Key class in 1977 and will be present in every class of Golden Key inductees during the next 50 years. I know it is in your class, and I applaud you for it. I have no doubt that the Golden Key class of 2061 will be leaders, scholars, and servants in whatever context is appropriate for their time because of what you do in your time. So here's to the Texas Tech Golden Key class of 2011 and to your continued